We're back. We're back. We're sorry about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we're back here, so we're gonna get right back into it. So we're gonna take it back over to Honey Shay.
Sent fire the leak already, so she should be tapping in momentarily.
Is Fire here?
She'll
Not
be
yet, not
tapping
yet.
in a
Not
minute.
yet? Okay. Y'all want me to wait or y'all want
You
me
can
to
go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead,
okay.
conversation. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, like I said, it was a first love type of deal. We was young, involved, and then once stuff and, been through other stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, let me try this again because I knew we had that connection. But it was a whole total waste of time. Whole total waste of my time. He was not the person I knew when we first kicked it off as younger adults. It was like way different. Like, there's once upon a time where he actually was going in a good direction where he would actually take care of a woman. But then, like, after the fact, it was like, I ain't got nothing for you. Nothing. You got something for me? Oh,
At what point did it change? Was it a situation that changed it, or was it a moment? Was it what? Do you notice a time frame or something that broke the pattern?
I mean, it was a long time in between us meeting back up and trying to do that again, make it work. And clearly, I see he was just tainted already. It was like, you ain't definitely not nowhere near the person that I knew before that. No.
Wait, now you said he was tainted. How many relationships do you know of him having before he meet back up with you?
Okay, so let's just say my kid was his second child. Okay. And after the fact, it was like he had 7. Yeah.
So he done been through some stuff.
Sowing his royal oats.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's me.
yep. And that's when I found out right there, like, nope, if we tried, and I'm talking about we tried, we put our all into it, trying to see if we can work, if we gonna be the dynamic duo.
Yeah.
And it don't work, and it have to be broke off somewhere along the lines.
Takes fire, like.
Now I'm not so easy to go back and be like, okay, let me try this again. It's just like, hey, you'll always be my friend. I'll always love you. You know what I'm saying? But we can never do that and go there again. It's a wrap. I gave you your trial run.
I just did.
And I know sometimes you might pass up on your blessings like that, but I ask God to send them to me, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. So how did that end up? What was the? You called it quits? What just exploded? What happened?
Yeah, I know how to play Houdini real fast. I will play Houdini real fast. I ain't lying.
Wow.
He be talking about, so what's going on? You know what's going on. Clearly nothing. Same thing that was going on last time. So, I'm out.
And this is your child's father, so you have to see him. You don't have to see him, but you see him quite often, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother situation, but yeah. Yeah.
Damn. She said. She said.
Because it's definitely different, But hey, I just take everything, not for a loss, a lesson. I'm not losing it all.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm not losing it all.
So what's up with the youth, Lisa? What's your take on this?
Well, I did. I took me and Dion back. So the first time, me personally, I feel like it was bad timing. I was in a place in my life to where I was still not over an ex. I was kind of stuck in the rim of it, but like done, like 1 foot out, 1 foot in. My first love taught me a lot. But I also was like, okay, I gotta move on because this person had moved on. And then I met Dion, Dion met me, and then, stuff like that. And then it was cool, And then it took the turn. It took a turn. I don't know. I'll let him tell his part of the story.
Pass it on over to Dion then.
But see,
Perfect show for you to be on, huh, bro?
right. But see, the thing about it is, I didn't know
He probably should have said
about that part with her until we got kind of like back together. I didn't know she was still had feelings for her ex. I didn't know that until later on. So, but at the same time, with me, I kind of felt like she had one foot, in and one foot out. So it was kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to play with my heart, and then I don't want to play with her. So I kind of like, just
hit your brakes.
Yeah.
Took a chill pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of like that. I didn't want to, but at the same time, it was just like, I felt like.
Ain't that the worst? It's like your
Yeah.
whole adrenaline be full force,
Yeah.
and then it's like, all right, I know I got to stop.
But I knew it was, like I said, I didn't know, but I knew it was something.
Well, it was, he knew because my
No,
ex used to call me 1,100,000 times.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't know
I'm
you
talking
were
about
still.
back to back, but no. I'm only being truthful because it's my truth, now. But back then, I did think I was over the situation. Sometimes you don't know that you're not over the situation until you're not over the situation. So it's like, I'm thinking like, okay, I got this man, like, oh, I like him. And, you thinking like, okay. And then to the person just like, damn, like, you won't go away. Like, he would not go away. Like, would not go away. Like, so it just was like, okay. And then, your heart be in that, So it's just like, I was like, dang. But I was more so on Dion's side. I was on that side of the street.
Yeah.
It's this.
Your feet was on that side of the street, but your heart was still over there.
Yeah, it was just like, so. But that ain't really why I didn't make it, but it's okay.
Look, but that's why you was pursuing
You
something
told him
else.
to tell his side of the story, and your side of the story was the issue.
No, it wasn't. I did.
That's why you deflected it.
Listen,
like
only how Dion know is because when we came back together, I'm like, you know what? You did what you did, but this is my truth. But that's not what happened, though. So I'm going. If he want to tell his,
But no, like I said, I did. But that part I didn't know.
But he didn't know till I came back in the picture, and I was like, okay, yeah, you did that, whatever, like that. I'm not gonna fault you for it because you know what? I wasn't in my right headspace either. Mm-hmm. So it was, but I let him.
But I mean, so it was okay. So my side of the story was we were together, and then we would hang out together. We'd be together. We, everything cool, and then things just started to go left. So, and then I kind of like, well, it wasn't no kind of. I ended up married, so it was like, oh, okay.
You
ended up married?
that slipped and fell into
Y'all hear? See, he left out a big fat.
No, it wasn't even that. But that was before that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the truth because Dion, you leaving it out.
I'm not leaving it out.
Dion literally ghosted me. Like, I mean, like no communication. Like at one minute we was cool, and then the next minute it was like no form of communication. Like I'm texting, like, you all right? Like, what's going on? Like, like I'm talking about no communication. Then next thing I know, like a few months, we know a lot of mutual people. My cousin like, hey, Dion he just proposed. I'm like, Dion who? Like,
wait, did you say a few months?
Like it was like maybe like 6, 7, 8.
That's still kind of
that's a little few months.
Yeah.
To me.
That's a few months.
Yeah.
That's why he got ghosted.
Dion, they like Dion proposed. I'm like, who? Mind you, I'm over there helping my cousin start her business. So I'm like Dion who? She like, yeah, yo Dion. I'm like, huh? She showed me the pictures. I was like, she showed me the pictures, and I'm like, oh, no wonder I'm not his type. Like, no wonder he, ghosted me. But I wasn't mad. I texted his phone, and I told him, well, you could have been real. I'm like, but I'm happy for you.
Wait, why did you feel like you wasn't his type though?
Cause the person in the way they looked, I'm like, I cannot be his type. Like,
oh yeah, I done had plenty of those experiences.
Like, I'm like, well, maybe
oh
I just
God.
wasn't his type. You know, like I'm fine with that. Like, I, you know, maybe I wasn't his type. I'm like, well, shit, he happy.
Men be having jungle
So
fever.
I'm like,
They don't
okay,
know
I'm
what
like,
they
you know,
want.
long as he happy. No, listen. I was just like, you know, long as he happy, and then I just never contacted him. Years went by. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I was messed up a little bit. I was celibate for like 2 years. Didn't talk to nobody, but that was the best time because it helped me to know who I am. And then I started talking to somebody. We kind of was serious, but then the person started showing his true side, and I kind of got on. So then when I left that situation, Dion had messaged me, and I was like mean towards him. I'm like, I don't know why you writing me. Like, I think you added me as a friend on Facebook or something. What you do? Something like that. And I'm like, I don't know why you writing me. Like, I don't even respect you. I'm like, I don't respect nothing about you. Like, you could have just been real, you know.
Yeah.
And a drunk night, me and my friend playing the game, and it was like one of them card games. Like, call one of your exes and telling me you missed them. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay, Dion just wrote me. I'm like, damn, I can't call. I'm like, I can't call A because if I call him, this motherfucker ain't gonna leave me alone. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I ended up messaging Dion like, what's your number? So he, the next day, I think I ended up didn't seeing it till the next day because the game was over. I think I fell asleep or something. So I ended up not seeing it till the next day, and I text him like, "Hey, this Talisha." I'm like, we was playing a game. I'm like, what I tell you? Like, we was playing a game.
Like, oh, I just didn't mean nothing.
Yeah, I didn't mean to bother you. We was playing a game, but it was that. I was sober at that point.
Yeah,
like, you know, I'm like, you know, didn't mean to bother you, but it was just like something just within me was like, damn, like I just can't be mad at him no more. You know, like. So after that, I just kind of start conversing with him and stuff like that. We started like talking on the phone all day.
Well, by that time, I am divorced. So I was divorced by that time.
But how did you feel when she called you the next day and told you that they were playing a game and stuff though? Because I know that had to make you feel some kind of way.
What I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying? Because you reached out to you. Okay, you didn't reach out to her, but. You know, you did your thing. You know how it go. Let me slide the little friend request up in there. See if they get accepted.
I sent that number so fast.
Okay.
It was already. Yeah.
He already had it typed in. He just was right there hit send. Boom. There you go. But how did you feel though? Like,
I didn't know what to expect about this situation, but it was like just like she said, timing was everything, and like. The timing of everything, how everything just like fell back in place, like it was like wow. Cause like as soon as my divorce was final, because I had of course been on her page and I'm seeing her with her dude at the time, and they just I'm like damn, all right, you know. But then she was like, don't believe everything you see on Facebook. I'm like, well, okay.
That was later down, you know. He started because the person, I ain't gonna lie. The person, he was good to me and stuff like that, but he took me out of town and like showed his ass in front of his family. So like, it was like, oh yeah, when we get back to the city,
back
like,
from that.
It's we done. And then I could have been in Chicago with my family. So it's like I really chose. I don't even know these people, and you know I helped him set up this big old party for his auntie. And I'm talking about dog me out. Like I was like, oh, so you took.
Was he drunk when all of this happened, or
the man don't drink? All he do is smoke.
That's even worse.
So it was worse. So it's like you did the, you know, and when he did it, it was like, oh yeah, when we get back home, like I'm through, because it showed me a part. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how I know it takes 3 to 6 months with a person. I'm like, oh yeah, that'd be the rope. So, you know, it was like that was kind of easy. I don't even claim that relationship situation.
Yeah, that was one of those, you know, show me who you are the first time I believe you. Yeah,
that was exactly that situation. So. You know, Dion, after that, it was like, shit, I still want to live. I'm like, shit. Like, I thought he was it, but I still got room for love because, you know, at this point, I know who I am. I know what I'm looking for. You know, I'm secure within me. You know, I'm okay. You know, so it was just like, all right. And then he came out you know,
He came out the woodwork.
He just came. I swear, like it like fell. I swear, y'all, like it like fell to my. You know, even though we was playing a game, it's like we never got off the phone. Like it was like we was on the phone all day. We would fall asleep on the phone, wake up like, damn, we still on the phone. Like it just was like, you know.
I know how that go.
Yeah, even when we came, like when I was like, all right, I'm coming over. Oh, okay, you coming over? Cool, I'm gonna come get you. It was just like nothing ever happened. Like it's like I just found forgiveness. Okay. Because I guess what it was for me, like I said,
and I still haven't
was it
forgave
kind of
myself.
Where y'all had caught back up where y'all left off?
So this time around is much better, and the reason why I say that is because again, I'm healed. I'm over that situation. I feel like Dion needed to go through what he went through with that situation because now he understands to appreciate me more, and he shows that in a way that, you know, I'm able to be like, okay, I trust you.
Yeah.
I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? Even though I backtrack, like I don't question anything that he does. Like I know him so well, a person can be
real
like,
definition of love does have a rear view.
Yeah, and then this the thing. A person can tell this how well I know Dion. You know how you know your child and the person will be like, yeah, your daughter said this, and you be like, my daughter ain't say that. Like I know my child. That's how I know Dion.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, but this time around it's better because now, you know, we pray together, we go to church, like, you know, we put God first. And then too, even if it's something I'm angry about, a lot of times, you know, I might not want to talk about it then, but we are able to compromise and be like, you know what, I can't even be mad at you, you know, like I get why you. It's just better.
But that's what it takes.
Fire chiming in on the phone line. What's happening, Fire?
Hey.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just better for me. But you can go ahead and say, because I know you said that at the time you wasn't healed.
No, I was just saying when you said forgiveness, and you had forgave me,
you. Yeah.
But I didn't forgive myself about the whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I was just saying on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
wow.
Yeah, because it was just like she was supposed to be the one that I went everything I went through previously. That's what I should have did with her. I ain't even gonna lie.
Wow.
So I mean, but you live, you learn, and
yeah,
exactly. We don't lose, we learn lessons.
Definitely.
No matter how old you are, you still every day you wake up is a learning lesson. A lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, you know, this is actually a good rear view because you guys are actually back together, and you know,
Child, I ended up pregnant,
and y'all expecting, you know,
so it's a lot, you know.
You guys, it's not even just you two anymore. Now you guys are a family, you know. So that's a major change, you know. That's a major come up, you know, especially when it's a come up when, you know, you guys know how to compromise and work things out with each other. So that makes it all worth it when you getting back with somebody, you know. I think a lot of times a lot of people they look in the rear view and go back because we talked about this before, they are not content with themselves, not happy with themselves, and then it's like it becomes I'm bored, I just want to, you know, kick it with somebody and let me
get
comfortable, let me go get in the phone and start dialing and texting and stuff, and then they're right back into a situation that they found themselves trying to get out of before and stuff, and it makes it really bad because at that point then, you know, it's really gonna turn into some resentment and some hate and it'll just get worse from there, you know, possibly end up in a whole domestic situation because of it. So yeah, but as far as me, I have been in only a few relationships in my life, you know, and I'm 45. You know, I've only had 5 relationships. That's it. And I've always been in long-term relationships. So for me, I never looked in the rear view and went back because I've always, from a young age, just being around a lot of older people, seeing things, you know, that other people were going through around me, you know, family, older friends, whatever. I was always watching because kids watch everything you do, you know. And so for me, every relationship that I had, I am the type of person that I'll put my all into my relationship, and I'll do, whatever it takes to try to make it work within reason. And within reason. Now, so with that being said, I don't have to look back, because if I've done every single thing in my power to try to make it work, then there's no reason for me to come back to you.
That's true.
Because I've exhausted everything. And for me, that's what makes it easy for me. You know what I'm saying? That, and along with, I am a loner. So that kind of helped me too, because I don't like people. And I know that is so bad. It's so bad because, it's bad, but it's not,
but I'm a loner with feelings.
But see, when I say that, a lot of people be like, you don't like people, but you was a first responder. Okay, but still, even with that being said, that's a career. You know what I'm saying? But this is different. I am really a loner. I really stay to myself. There's... like I told y'all before, and Mark said, your circle is a dot. It pretty much is. So I'm content with being by myself. So that kind of helped me not even go back to people. But aside from that, I'm not going back because there's no reason to go back, and at that point, because I done exhausted the situation, it's an ugly situation. The way I feel about you now, you are a monster. In most cases, and if you're not a monster, then I also know that, okay, this person is still a beautiful person, but they are just not for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying they're a monster just because it didn't work.
Right.
But either you are this or you are that. But either way, neither is good enough for me to take myself back through what I've been through.
Exactly.
And that comes with the self-love and stuff too. But with you guys, in that case, y'all back with each other and stuff, y'all stepped aside and figured out what you guys needed to do in order to come together and make it work in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you guys got to where you are now. And to me, I think that's a strong foundation that you guys are building to, move to the next step of being married. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And, like I said, you guys are family now, so it's not even about y'all anymore. It's about y'all child and stuff, and y'all bond is even stronger than it was before. And, and it sounds like it's unbreakable. And, I'm very happy for you guys for that. Yes. I applaud you for doing that work and getting back together. So definitely kudos to y'all on that for sure.
Appreciate it. But yeah, it's cool. Cool. I don't have no.
It's just cool.
No, I'm saying it's
she
like
said
cool,
she ain't got no complaints.
Mark and Shiny Poo be going at it.
No complaints.
So let me ask y'all this: everybody as a group, whoever want to answer can answer. But how can I put this? So. When dealing with exes and going back to the past and all of that, and some people don't even have an ex to go back to. It's a booty call they're going back to. It's a whatever,
Situation.
The past is the past. A sexuationship. We're back here with that.
Sexuationship.
So, what do you think are some of the biggest mistakes that people end up making? When they go back to their past, when they look in the rear view, what are some of the biggest mistakes?
Right now, they don't take their time. That's first and foremost. People rush into things that they think, oh, this person was like this. They don't sit down. They don't talk. They don't ask questions. They don't say, hey, what's your expectations? Because these are mine before I get in this situation. What type of money are you making now? You know what I'm saying? I make blah blah sweet. Like, do you see a future with me? Do you plan on even being with me? Like, do you just want to hit? Like, do you just want to have sex? People don't ask those type of questions, and then when it comes down to it, your feelings involved. Then you mad because this person, oh, he really don't want me. She really don't want me. But y'all never established nothing. You went into it with your feelings instead of asking questions that you should have initiated before. Everybody is different.
Oh my God.
Everybody is different. People change. Relationships change you. You might have thought this person was the one. You're not over them. Then you just, people just do stuff. They move from person to person. nobody, they don't figure themselves out, and that's the
No
problem.
stable
And that's
foundation.
and that's why everybody is broken. Nobody just take time, like you said, to themselves and figuring themselves out. They just
Reflect.
jump.
Yep.
They
Learn
happen.
self
Just
first.
happen.
Love self.
Yeah,
If you can't take care of yourself, how you gonna take care of somebody else?
that's facts.
If you don't know
People
how to,
putting the responsibility of somebody else to make them their ass happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? To make them whole, to figure out what's wrong
Yeah.
with them
Yeah.
and fix it.
Yeah.
And my thing
They don't
is,
even know what's wrong with them.
Exactly.
You can't hold on to like hurt either. That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
People hold on. Oh, well, this person did this to me, so you know what I'm saying. How I know
Mm-hmm.
you not gonna do it. And it's like it's not fair.
Make
That's
you
just
pay
like,
for other
I
people's
can't
stuff.
make him pay
Mm-hmm.
for what the other person did to me,
Hurt
or
people
vice
hurt
versa.
people.
Vice
Yeah.
versa. And that's something that you do when you start over. You got to say, okay, I really forgive you.
Yeah,
We're not
absolutely.
bringing this up. This is our new chapter, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what people do.
And you
can't-
gotta forgive yourself too, because you
part,
played a
yes.
part in, the
That part.
situation too as well.
But that's why love don't have a review half of the time, because you get back with a person, that's the first thing they want to do. Well, you did this and you did that. And,
Yeah,
well, what
that's-
did you do? I know I wasn't
Wow.
just wasn't doing that by myself.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
people don't-
sometimes love don't have a review. Sometimes you need to just look forward.
Yeah. Bless you.
Sometimes it's the police in the review. You need
That's
to keep
true.
going as fast as you can. Get the hell away.
Feds watching.
Man,
But yeah, so it's just all about you and what.
Where Fire at? She still on with us?
hmm yeah, I was just about to ask Fire, like, what do you think about the question I just asked? Like, what are some of the main. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, what do you think some of the biggest mistakes is in looking back in the rear view? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And plus, love isn't enough. You know.
People be homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
would get back because that person was um really because the person was good to them, and they
Yeah.
realized, this is really, my best bet. They had that grass was greener on the other side, and now they, want to double back because they realized what I had, was my best bet. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess it just depends on motive. I think that plays a big part.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, and then sometimes when you doubling back, thinking about all of the stuff that happened before, and then you then went back a second time, because I find when you're in a relationship with somebody and you're trying to move forward and heal yourself, though, that's the time when you start to sit and think about everything that you took from this person that you shouldn't have. So to go through that a second time, put yourself in a even more vulnerable space, and to where, because the main thing is, you're so mad at yourself because you're like, why did I let this person take me through that? And then that's the forgiveness that you have to have for yourself, and the lesson, like we were talking about, that you have to learn. But to go through it twice, where you've been with somebody and they messed you over, and then you went back and it was even worse. So that's
Feels like I
that's a
shoulda
lot
knew
of
better.
healing.
I should have knew better, but hey, I was trying to give it a second go.
Yeah.
You know what? But at the same time, and of course, like I said, when all of that stuff was going down, I was bitter, I was angry, I was upset, I was hurt, I was a whole lot of things, but in the end, because it was literally, I want to say, mm, 7 years we didn't speak. Once that ended,
Mhm.
so we broke up the first time. There was a 5 year gap. We got back together. It didn't last a year. And then 7 years went by before we spoke again. But at that point, I had healed. And I was better for everything that I had been through.
Mhm.
I was a better person. So I really don't have many regrets in life. I don't regret going through that. It was a horrible
Yeah.
situation. And like I said, it changed the course of my life, but it made me a better person. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was able to reflect on all the mistakes I made. Because when you be going through stuff, we real quick to point the finger.
Mhm.
Like they did this, and this. Um, but you really growing up when you can sit down and say, okay, well, I fucked up. I dropped the ball right here.
Mhm.
I didn't try right there. I could have did this different. I just saw a lot of mistakes that I made that could have potentially
Self-reflection.
saved us.
Yeah.
So growth. If
Mhm.
nothing else, like I said, it's growth, and I came out better for it. So it's all good. And actually,
Wow.
when me and that person talked again, they even asked me, "What would you consider? What do you think about us trying again?" I'm like,
Are you crazy?
a third,
Like, no.
a third. Oh no, honey.
No.
I'm like, no,
I
no, no,
guess they
no.
said three
I'm
times a
like,
charm,
I
right?
think, no. I'm like, I think
No.
that ship has sailed for us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got love for you, but baby,
Wow.
no.
No,
Yeah.
I feel that. You know what? And I thought about that. I talk about this often too. I was having a discussion with my girlfriend's family member, and it actually got kind of heated and stuff. She's like, you a Leo, and I know how us Leos are. You definitely can't sit here and tell me. That you ain't get back with none of your exes, or you don't talk to none of your exes. And I'm looking at her like she crazy. I'm like,
Trick, I don't.
I don't.
Like,
I
Right.
absolutely don't. I don't know what you do, but this
yeah.
not what I do. And I said, and it's so even crazier
You a
because
Leo like me. See, like,
yeah, because
fuck that.
I ain't
know
going
if I
back
don't
once
let
I'm
go of
gone.
that.
but
I'm
then to
gone.
even know,
Wait a minute.
that my girlfriend is sitting right here, and my
Right.
girlfriend can honestly say, you know, she ain't never had no problems with me, with no exes, calling the phone, texting, nothing. My
'Cause you know how
phone,
to
my
cut the
phone,
line.
I might smash it again if
Yeah.
you want it, but I'm not. We not getting
my
it
phone
back.
to sit right there in the middle of the bed, and half of the time she'll be like, "Why you ain't got your phone with you?" When she's not with me, but she had to come, to realization. She like, my baby don't even be having her phone on her when she at home. I be doing everything else, so when I'm at home, she see phone be sitting right there in the bed. There's nobody from the past popping up, but everybody don't move like
Ain't
like
like
that.
you, right.
Everybody,
Mhm.
they
Mhm.
majority I understand may move like that, but when I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
I am so done. And that's just one of those things I do. I completely remove that person, cut them completely off. And again, it's not hard for me because it just didn't work.
Right.
And I think a lot of times when you entering into a relationship, a lot of people relationships could have potential for working, but they don't because they still holding on to the past.
Yeah.
There is nothing in your past that needs to come to the future with you unless you got kids with somebody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's you have to deal with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
But
you don't believe in being friends with exes at all,
oh
not
hell
ever
no.
under no circumstances.
Hell
Well, yeah. See,
no.
I'm different about that. I'll be a
No.
friend with
I
an
am too.
ex. I let them know, hey, I love you. I'm always a be here for you. But at the end of the day, this ain't for us.
You
I'd
know
rather be
what?
your friend a lifetime than to ruin something.
And you know
I'm
what?
friends
And
with damn near all of my exes.
I'll
that
let
means
them,
better
I'll
that
let
way.
them know that, and I'll see them across the street, and there's no beef, no nothing. But there's no reason why I need to keep in touch with my ex and know what's going on in their life and vice versa.
But
I mean, I'm saying in anything. So like,
Oh,
think
yeah.
about it like this. Like, I mean, to each his own. I mean, everybody
Right.
have their thing. But for me, my ex don't need to know what me and my woman is doing, where we going, where
Right.
we been, what we're planning on doing. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
It's messy. It's messy, and I went to war with with my girlfriend's god sister. We going back and forth about this, and I said, you know what? A lot of people are too dependent on exes. She's like, I'm not dependent on my ex. I said, yes, you are. Because if you feel like you need to talk to this person for something, whatever it is that they're giving you, whatever conversation when you're vulnerable to this or something going on in your life, she's like, well, she helped me with this. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. There's no reason. And I wouldn't even want my girlfriend in the same room with somebody I done slept with.
No.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all.
It's just like, think about it though. You know, y'all two guys.
Sound like a Tubi movie.
I mean, exactly, y'all two guys though, and y'all, you know, you going to dinner with the family, and some of the family still want to kick it with your ex because they had a tight bond, and they at the damn family dinner.
Yeah.
But this nigga know how your girl look, know how she do this, know how she do that, everything. You know what I'm saying? And then you hearing some sidebar conversation like, I bet he don't hit it like I used to hit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
shit
like
like
that type of stuff is just, it's messy, it's unnecessary, and it put a wrench in your relationship.
People love that drama though.
And I feel like once you moved on with your person, like, I mean, ex is cool. I'm cool, but I'm not just about to sit on the phone and converse with you. I'm kind of with you with that. Like, I just feel like that's just a level of respect for your new relationship.
Absolutely.
I just don't
Exactly.
want my
Respect.
person
Yes.
to think anything, behind it. Like, damn, like, I don't even want that question to come up because that's how problems get created.
Yeah, so we're talking about being friends with them. That ain't to the point where they still coming around and kicking it with the family. It's just cordial.
Yeah.
I mean, even that, like, you see, what up or something like that.
But
I'm
it's
not
hard
like
when they was already friends with your family. So it
But
was
see,
like,
my family,
that's the
my
cutoff.
family is built to the point where it's like when they know that you're not my chick no more.
yeah.
They
It
cut
ain't
ties with
no
you.
socializing
And
with
see,
them no more.
Right.
But you know why? That's because you hold a level of respect, though. Because think of it like this: when you're with somebody, they watch the way you treat your people. They watch the way you treat your family. They watch the way you treat your friends, etc. So the way you treat them is the way they gonna treat them. So
Right.
they already know they ain't even about to try to come and cut in the middle or something because they already know how you roll. And that's just pretty much the way it is with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even like, think about you with somebody and they on Facebook and you looking and you like, what the hell is you doing commenting on Facebook posts? You liking Facebook posts from your ex? What the fuck? We together. What is you doing? It's stuff like that that's disrespectful.
Let's bring it back emotional.
So what y'all think about this?
Huh?
So what y'all think about this? Because I have a cousin, who was married, to this dude. So he was family. He became family. They was married for like maybe 15 years. They divorced. They got kids, but he been around for 20 plus. Okay. So he developed a very close relationship with one of my male cousins. They literally clicked from the first time they met and was inseparable, And so when they divorced, of course, that was his best friend. They're best friends. And I'm talking, this is like a 30-year friendship at this point. They still friends.
Wow.
He still shows up, for different things. Somebody passed in the family, he comes show his respect because that's his boy. And yes, that's his ex-wife, and she feels a way about it. But at the same time, at what point do you respect that friendship? Because it's a real friendship.
I be like,
so how do you handle
with
that?
my new thing, he better not be feeling no type of way.
I just feel like at that point they should be over each other. I mean, I feel like your cousin, like, at
Right.
this point, it's like, okay, you see what bond that they have. As long as he's not disrespecting your significant other, he's
Exactly.
not pushing up on you. I think that's something she should just get over. I mean, I'm just being honest.
And that's how I feel about it.
Well,
You know
and
what I'm
then-
saying? Because
Well, sometimes, then you got family members that's going to invite people, to stuff anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's out of your control, whether it's disrespectful, to your
Or
mate
not.
or not.
That's right.
It is what it is. I mean, and you can't You can only control your environment, you know. But I just think when it's direct connect, I think that's the worst. When you are the person directly connecting with your ex, that is a mad level of disrespect.
True.
They
I
shouldn't
can
be
agree with that.
calling,
You
texting.
leaving them lines open.
Yeah, no, and it's just totally disrespectful. And to me, that just says that there's still something
Some
there.
type of, yeah.
There's still
Yeah.
something. So
Whether it's emotional, physical.
Yeah, I cut the line. I just tell people I'm about to get married. I just cut it thin, cause they be up. Shit,
Yeah.
bags behind. I be like, you see this? This was the side you was on. Mess up again. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, you gonna be on that
because
side.
you know how people like to jump in
Yeah,
people's
they do,
DMs
and they
and they
try- and they
messengers
try-
and stuff.
They
You know,
try
and-
you just to see how locked in you is with your person.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I done had it like, oh, all right, I ain't gonna bother you no more.
or they'll try you to see how well you locked in with them, and if you're not locked in that with them,
And
they might
entertain
be
them.
they might be
Yeah.
trying to hold on to that. Let me screenshot that just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because people have motives.
They do.
Yep,
have
they,
moments.
They
sure
do. So you might be, screwing yourself out of a relationship. You thinking it's on
You
the
know
hush
what?
hush, and then boom.
You know what? And some people intervene in people's situation and don't even really want that person. I just want to see if I can pull you again. I just
don't
want
wanna
to,
see
fuck
nobody
your
else
shit up.
with
Yeah,
you.
But you're right.
They
And
wanna
some people
see
do
how
that and they
weak
don't
you
even
are.
really want you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Narcissist.
Stroke their ego though.
That's true. That's true.
No, I appreciate this podcast because,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm not in no relationship right now. And everything we talk about relationship-wise, like I'm learning from y'all, taking in everything right now. So I feel
Definitely.
like my
Good
next
stuff.
relationship will
Yeah.
be my best relationship.
Absolutely.
And that's gonna be it,
Well, that's what we do this for. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just ain't talking back and forth across the table. We don't get paid to do this. We're here because we want to be here, and we also here because we have dedicated time to helping people. We want to
Yeah,
help
facts.
somebody out of a situation. So that's why we're in it. And it's not a job for us. It's actually something that we enjoy doing. So again, and we
helping build and uplift our people.
absolutely.
Iron sharpens iron. Y'all know
Yes.
that
Definitely.
famous saying.
Yeah, and Mark, we do thank you, for everything that you do. Even though you be fucking up our titles and stuff like
Hey,
that.
players
you
fuck
know.
up, man. Players fuck up. Yeah.
Rewrview.
Typing too fast.
But real quick though, before we get out of here, another thing, we wanna just touch on real quick and apologize for is that, Vibes and Voices was not able to make the meet and greet this past weekend and
Yes.
stuff. A lot was going on and still going on right now. But Mark did say he's gonna put something else together in the future.
Oh
and
yeah,
we
that's like
definitely,
real
plan
soon,
on
real
being
soon,
there.
man.
Yeah.
Y'all, it
Right.
was a good man. I wish y'all could have been there, man.
Man.
It was a good time, man.
I was kind of there with you. I was on the live.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, I don't care if you see me on the live. I'm looking. I want to see what's going
that
on.
was
I
in the
wanted to
beginning
be
when it
there.
was setting up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, before everybody got there. But yeah, man, it was definitely a good day, man. It was definitely a good night.
That's
You know
good.
what I'm saying?
That's
Food was good. You know what I'm saying? Drinks was good. You know what I'm saying?
Did you
And the
give away
vibes.
some free merch?
Oh man, yeah, I did. I gave away 2 7-mile radio jackets and a Bluetooth.
Dang,
Okay.
that's what's up.
And the raffles, yep.
Spotlight saying, that's fucked up, Shay. What I say? What I say?
Wait a minute.
Real quick, somebody needs to run through the comments and address,
He's
everybody.
saying,
and
that's
stuff.
fucked up, Shay. Hey, I can't do nothing but be real, baby. Nothing. That's it.
Spotlight said,
That's it.
low self-esteem and low self-esteem and set their standards low, not even trying to better themselves. Then Charm Fancy said the biggest mistake is looking back. Laugh out loud.
And it can be.
It can be. Loyalty is what I want. Spotlight. Respect and loyalty, communication and time. Uplifting, not downgrading. I feel that. And that's really
Don't
it.
forget to hit the other one. Go to the other show.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
Which one? What's the
The
oh,
first
yeah.
one. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get to the comments. Okay. So we have Tammy Tommy, I'm sorry. Tommy said the damn toilet made my frog break his legs when he went through it upside the way.
Oh God.
What
But
the hell did that got
I
to do
don't
with it?
know. And then this file I read here is Rolanda didn't say anything.
I want to know.
And that's really it.
Shit on
That's
here.
all
All
on
right.
there.
All right, y'all. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed our show tonight. The topic was, does love have a rear view? And we definitely shared a lot of stories with you guys, gave you some examples of our rear views, and so I
How
hope you-
not to look
how
back.
not to look back in the rear view. Sometimes you need to
sometimes you
look
And
forward.
sometimes you can.
Mark
Don't
said
get a flat spin on the block.
Mark said sometimes sirens is in the back when you looking through the rear view. So
Keep on going.
Run.
yeah, so hey,
You might spin on the wrong block.
that
Okay.
right. The best outro I got for this, because I don't even have an outro, really is, you know what? If it's worth it, then it's okay to
Yeah,
look
it's
in the
okay to
rear
look
view.
back.
If you need to do that to close the door, because sometimes I understand you have to, then do what you have to do. But if it ain't worth it, like Mark said, run like hell.
And move
Yes,
on.
and make sure you ask questions. Stop just getting in people's.
You know, sometimes they like, oh, it ain't all about the money. Like,
Stop
well, I
getting
gotta
people
know I got
beds
some
and not
type of
asking
security.
questions. Then y'all
Like, I
falling in
can't.
love, and then y'all in love. And
Situationships.
then the person don't even want you.
It's
Guess
not
what?
even love,
Love,
it's
I
lust.
have you
Yeah.
evicted, no car, starving. Okay? That's all I want to say.
I thought you was about to
The
get
wrong
into the love should have brought your black ass home last night.
That too.
Thought this was Boomerang or
Love will
something.
make you do right.
We out, y'all. We out.
Next time.
Until next time.
Vibes and voices, y'all.
We'll see y'all later.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.
Production.